Guys, what's going on? T&J Performance on a very hot but beautiful sunny South Florida day. Here working on a few of the vehicles. I figured I'd give you a couple updates. Haven't posted in a little bit longer than I usually do is because a good friend of mine's mom, who was also really close to me, passed away, and the whole family, she lives up north, the whole family came down and we all got together and reminisced and had good times and remembered her mother. You know, she was real special. She treated me like her son. You know, I knew the woman for 32 years, and when I met her daughter, after a while, I would just walk into the house like I lived there, and she treated me like I was her son, and I'll never forget her. Her name was Doreen, and she was a really good woman, and she's going to be heavily missed. But on a brighter note, working on some of the vehicles. Figure I'd give you guys an update. I'm working on the short bed truck. As you can see, guys, I got the bed off it. Dash is in it and redone. Looks phenomenal. Just picked up a couple parts from Les Baller up in northern Florida today. A couple of switch panels for a few other projects. For two-door that I'm looking for. What else? So I've been working on the bed. I'm actually going to work on getting this dent out tomorrow. But today, I removed the moldings. I've got the eraser wheel to take off the glue. I spent 3 hours scraping all the bed liner out of the truck, guys, with a flathead screwdriver. Now, you're going to say, how did you do that? And I don't know if this is true on all bed liners. I watched a lot of videos on YouTube because I really didn't like the bed liner in the truck. I want it painted. I want it painted. The bed on this truck is in phenomenal shape, just such as the cab. There's no rust on the bed at all, underneath or on top. So I was talking to Tommy, and I'm like, man, I really want to take the bed liner off, and he really just like kept quiet when I kept mentioning it. So I finally tackled it today and said, screw it, I'm going to do it. So yeah, 3 hours, a couple 15-minute breaks in between, you know, with the 100-degree heat out here. The thermometer inside the house for the outside thermometer says 101. And the sensor's right there, that little white thing underneath my easement, not even in the sun, it's in the shade, so it's 101. But bed is done. Almost all scraped. I got a couple of little remnants I got to take care of. That's the pile of stuff that came out of it. I tried to take out pieces as big as I could. I think it's pretty cool how it kind of like molds together and stuff. I mean, it must have been good bed liner. It actually held the shape and contoured really well. But it came off pretty easy. Once you got it going, you can just rip huge chunks of it off. And I mean, I almost got half the bed to come off in one piece, but it was just too much for me to rip at one time, so I had to rip it off in shreds. So yeah, molding's off on this side. As you can see, underneath of this bed, like I said, guys, tripping over the stuff, is in phenomenal shape. Look up there. Clean, clean, clean. Bed floor. Degreased, scrubbed, clean. All gonna get painted. So yeah, that's it. That's the tailgate right there, guys. I'll turn around for it. So that's number one. Number two, as you can see, that's the daily limited. The scrapyard limited is behind the gate over there. So I ended up swapping the rear end out, guys. And I'll show you what the problem was. I still have the old one here. Now, unfortunately, the rear end I got was just a one-legger. Actually, I think it's a one-legger. 342 out of a pickup. It's the small 10 boat. I don't really care. I just wanted something to put into the Tahoe to get it running. It was local. It was $250, and it's a good rear end. There's nothing wrong with it. All I did was change the fluid, redo the brakes, degreased it, bolted it in, and shipped it. The only thing I need to do is cut these brackets off right here on this rear end for the rear sway bar, to bolt the rear sway bar to the rear end on the other rear that's in the truck now. But problem with this rear was the pinion, in and out, up and down. I think it smoked the pinion bearing, and smoked the pinion bearing, locked up the pinion bearing, and when it did that, it smoked the race inside, and the pinion just dropped and fell, and when it did that, it just blew the teeth off the ring gear, and that was it, because this rear doesn't move, and when it did, it didn't sound very well. So, problem with that, too bad. It's an 11-inch rear, got the big drum brakes on it, big brakes from the factory like all the limiteds do, but I mean, the rear is blown. You could probably rebuild it. I don't want to mess with it. I've rebuilt a lot of rears, and like I said, that Tahoe limited, I'm not really worried about originality. The truck was heading for the junkyard. So I basically saved it, and if I can make it run and drive with cold AC, I'll be happy. So, number 3, and the last thing. So we'll be back on Tommy's Tahoe out the street at the shop this weekend, and picked up some parts for him and for myself from Les up in northern Florida. He comes down every now and then to Miami. He's got rental property down here, and what he does is he calls me up if I need anything. Yeah, man, what do you need? Call him up, or he calls me up. I hit him back, tell him what I need. If he has it, he brings it down. Great parts, great prices. Complete door. Window, motor, door panel, mirror, everything clean. $150 with the wiring, not cut. A mint rear bumper with a tiny ding in it. It's underneath the door. I really can't see it. I'm actually going to use it for the short bed truck. I'm going to knock the ding out of it and repaint the bumpers white anyway, like a sport. So that was $40. And a unicorn, which is kind of hard to find for Tommy's short bed truck. That door's for his short bed truck. Big block Chevy. Vortec radiator support. I'm sorry, not radiator support. Radiator shroud. Very hard to find because they only made them, a couple years in the Vortec with the 7.4, and they didn't make a lot of them. So got that for $50. So Tommy's going to use that in a short bed truck because we're putting a 454 big block in it. I built one, carbureted. We're not worried about fuel injection, but the passenger door is hammered. So I got this one for him for, like I said, $150. The bumper, $40, and those switches he threw in for me for free because I guess because I buy a lot of stuff from him when he comes down. So yeah, guys, tomorrow or the next day, I got to fix that vacuum leak on the PCV valve on that limited. If you saw it in the last video when I got it running and making a lot of whistling. So I got to fix that. But otherwise, that's going to be it for today, guys. Just a short video telling you what's going on. Probably post that video Sunday or Monday on Tommy's Tahoe after we work on it this weekend. I'll be doing a drive video probably today. Tomorrow or Saturday on the limited. I'm going to fix that vacuum hose. I got to get some fuel, and then I'll actually drive the vehicle for the first time. We actually had to push it behind the gate, which sucked because I didn't have any fuel and ran out of gas, and we were moving this truck to do a short bed. That time to go gas, so we actually had to push it behind the gate. So we'll do a first time driving that thing around the block here. I don't have any tags or insurance on it, so I don't want to go too far. And then, like I said, I'll do a video Sunday on Tommy's Tahoe, and that'll probably come out Sunday afternoon or Monday. On that note, guys, take it easy. Have a great day, and talk to you later.